Any chance of a copycat criminal?
No chance. We didn't disclose anything about the Nameless Ashes case to the public.
Master Detective, I think someone nearby is taking notes of the scene.
Okay.
From the beginning, tell me what you saw.
I saw him go up in flames. Tis true, I swear. I would come to the alley nearby and water the flowers every sunset before dark. And then I saw this blonde, purple-eyed journalist screaming in the alley, and the lad was covered entirely in flames. Such a painful thing to watch. I reported it at once, and you know what happened afterwards.
Well, at least the mouth is animated now.
A witness saw Grim when he was burning. A single clue won't prove anything. I should examine the crime scene.
Horrifying, isn't it? That alone attracted quite a crowd wanting to see the tragedy for themselves. Ready to investigate, Detective?
Let's not delay. We shall begin. The scene has plenty of things to look at. I should be patient. This is a dangerous area. Gangs and punksters frequent here. The prints look fresh. The shoe type can't be distinguished, but it's clear there are two different sizes of footprints. More than one person entered this alley.
Hello, the SBC.
There are residues created by
We still
reactor
don't
use.
have
The reactor itself isn't
launch date. Currently, this is the first closed beta. We already have confirmation that there will be a second closed beta before the game comes out. So, my guess is that maybe on the second half of the year.
Got any ideas, Detective?
I found traces of reactor use and 2 sets of footprints at the scene. I don't think this is an accident. The victim has been turned into a charred corpse. This is something I find rather peculiar.
Why does the charred corpse mean so much to you?
When a body is severely damaged, apart from the cause of death, there might also be the perpetrator's intent to make the body unidentifiable.
Unidentifiable?
Heck, watch it!
Detective!
What's going on?
Follow the trail to know where he's escaping to. Wait, the footprints ended here. The person must have started climbing. This is their camp. He wants to hide himself. It's over. As I suspected.
Stop! Watch and learn!
Timing is everything. Reset the board. It's over.
Here comes the fire!
Well, we've just seen the combat, how it's like. I actually quite like it so far. It's pretty fun. I'm not very good at it because
what were you doing just then? Why did you show up at the scene?
I usually play only strategy and turn-based games, so I'm not very used to action games, but I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. The only thing that I really don't like is the camera. I think the camera
Oopsie.
isn't very
So
good,
why run away when you saw us?
but there's still plenty of time for polishing.
So what?
Okay, options. There
Stop!
we go.
I'll tell you! It was just a spat with some woman. I didn't expect you constables to be interested in that.
What did you say?
Ah! Oh, curses. Must have been some uppity heiress.
There's a charred corpse in the alley.
What corpse? I just had a fight with some woman. You tried...
You can't even remember the woman.
I got some evidence. That vicious toff lost her shoe halfway through the fight. I tossed it to the side. Go find it yourself. Nobody cares when nobody's a fighting. But once some heiress gets a bruise, you all come down on us. You bark and bite because the rich tells you to.
Throw him in the slammer.
I'll look for the high-heeled shoe he mentioned.
Okay. Where's the last thing?
There actually is a high-heeled shoe. He wasn't lying. Maybe a rich lady really did enter that alley.
I'm afraid all that's gone on has got me pretty lost.
Let's sort out the evidence we've gathered so far. The deceased has been thoroughly burned and the body carbonized at high temperatures. The nature of death resembled. We found Grimm's signature hat and camera at the scene. The witness also only a powerful reactor is capable of instantly creating fires of such intense heat. Silver residues were also found on the ground. A suspicious street punkster mentioned seeing a well-dressed lady in the alley. The high-heeled shoe proved that the punkster was not lying. A lady did come to this place, and the mysterious residue on the shoe has taken my attention. Based on what we have now, Grimm's death seems like a case of murder.
Sounds like a real possibility. I heard that Grimm enjoys writing scandalous articles exposing the aristocrat.
There is a strange substance on the high-heeled shoe. I've seen this substance on the corpse, but I cannot figure out what it is. I'll return to the scene and re-examine the corpse.
Your call.
I should return to the crime scene and re-examine Grimm's corpse.
The body has disappeared!
Hello, Nora.
I had it taken away. Constabulary has the body. I have taken over the case. This incident has attracted too much unwanted attention and is severely affecting our duties. Those irrelevant to the case shall leave the scene at once.
What? But we are not irrelevant. The Chief Inspector invited us to support the investigation.
Chief Inspector Lauren.
This is Rex. He's the superintendent sent by the Navy, specifically assigned to oversee the constabulary. I didn't expect him to come here in person. Recently, the higher-ups are extremely strict about the discipline of the constabulary. We should probably let this slide for now. Don't be so harsh. They're just civilians passing by the place. And I never expected the superintendent to place such importance on the case. That's a good thing. Why don't we head back and go over the details?
I need you to give me a work report.
Of course, you shall have it at the first opportunity.
They took away the corpse, and I think even the Navy is involved. Chief Inspector Lauren advised us not to interfere. Perhaps we should return to the office and plan our next move.
Let's head back first. Time for today's plans.
What is your next move, Master Detective?
The victim was killed by a fire and reduced to a charred corpse. I suspect the criminal intends to cover up some evidence. We should re-examine the body.
It crashed. Okay, give me a minute. Yeah, it happens kind of often with it crashing. The game still needs a lot of polishing in terms of performance and even systems as well.
What is your next move?
The victim was killed.
But the superintendent took the body away. There's nothing we could do. Why don't we follow Chief Inspector Lauren's advice and just wait for a while? Maybe he'll do something about it.
But
Oh, I just remembered. While we wait, perhaps we can go over the mystery of the stolen silver. The silver coins disappeared from the rich man's safe. Failed to find out how the theft was carried out.
And it crashed again.
What is your next?
the victim was.
But this. Why don't we follow?
But
Oh, I just. While we wait, the silver coin. Have you made any?
I do have some proposed solutions for this mystery of yours. Perhaps there is a secret to this story. The rich man probably never hid his silver coins in the safe. He wanted to frame his servants for theft.
So there are no silver coins from the start. It was a setup to frame someone else. But there is no bad blood between the rich man and the servants. He has no motivation to do such a thing.
Perhaps the safe never contained ancient coins, but silverium kept in siphons that could flow out from the fine crevices and openings.
Silverium flowing out from the crevice. A bold proposal. But if the rich man stored his silver coins inside the safe, he should know that it would keep. These answers focus on certain possibilities. None of them could explain how the silver was stolen. Do you have other ideas? Master Detective?
Apologies,
You don't look very well right now. Perhaps I haven't been clear enough with my mystery.
I'm heading to the constabulary.
Huh? Why?
Grimm's case is an unusual murder using extremely high temperatures, a characteristic shared by the nameless Ashes case. I cannot afford to ignore it. I must meet the superintendent. He must be informed of the severity of the issue, and I must be involved in the investigation again.
Is that so? I understand. Since you do intend to continue the investigations no matter what, then allow me.
The body must be further examined. I must go to the constabulary and have a word with the superintendent.
What? That was random.
Not everyone's like you, my dear patron. I'm more of a supporting role, you know? Like when strong liquor needs a splash of water. Even big brains need a bit of street smarts.
Let me see what he does.
Any orders, patron?
Okay, I don't know why the quality dropped so much since the last restarting of the game.
The River Constabulary is located south of the city. From what I remember, it used to be a large navy building. When the navy moved to the eastern estuary, the building was transferred to the constabulary.
The constabulary itself is a new system led by the Navy, approved by the royal families, and paid for by corporate investments.
These days, law enforcement by the constabulary is being obstructed by the navy, who is also piling on the pressure. I don't know if the chief inspector can handle this.
Now you're not tripping. It does resemble whale stuff, and does resemble wuthering waves as well.
I see everything.
Wait, can I equip this?
Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good.
What was this? I think it will still go for a while until I get tired. Because I'm streaming mostly to record footage for myself.
We've arrived at the River Constabulary.
If the superintendent from the navy has gained control over the building, I'm not sure what... Ah! It's Chief Inspector Lauren.
Let's go ask. How did it fare, Chief Inspector?
It fared poorly. The Navy thinks we're bumbling and intends to interfere. They're steamrolling us, especially in the matter where I sought out your assistance. They regard it as a...
The situation right now is that we have another case, just like the Nameless Ashes case. There's a piece of evidence that I'm interested in, no matter what happens.
I understand.
You again? The civilians passing by the place. Chief Inspector Lauren, as a member of the constabulary, please look to the propriety of your decorum.
That's it, I suppose.
Master Detective, he doesn't seem interested in talking. We should look for another way.
Outrageous! I'm the one in charge of the patrols. If you're angry about leaky windows, lodge your complaint with the repairman.
Thank you.
Chief Inspector Lauren is right. There is an open window. Are you going in?
Yes, and I'll need you to stay outside and watch my back.
Understood. I've got you covered.
The Navy sent some reinforcements to the constabulary because crime rates refused to fall. Reinforcements? They're trouble.
Hey, you're supposed to be on patrols. What?
They say the noble slayer in red dress appeared again. I think the constabulary should do its best and avoid the aristocratic scandal.
Safe.
Well, that's convenient.
Time it right. This is the place. The file on the side reads, "Move this to the hospital mortuary after evidence collection." Now I must leave with the evidence. Good. The exit is not too far away. Bother, the main entrance is blocked. I must find another way.
Over here.
The superintendent reached the main entrance with his patrol. I ran here to wait for you.
Nicely done. You made the right call.
Did you find the evidence?
Take this.
What?
I'm sure you understand it's our duty to arrest trespassers.
Oh, it's that fight. Okay.
We don't have to be enemies.
I'm afraid we're long past that. You broke the rules. Chalk you! All your actions will be on record.
and learn! Want some more, do ya? Try again. Out of my way. Just tore open an old wound.
Multiple charges.
Nevermore. Let's leave it at that. You're strong.
Yeah, I need to level my
What's holding you
characters.
back? A nimble combat style would suit you more.
Again! Sir! The werewolf who attacked the float has escaped!
What?
The stabilizer failed to work! It went berserk! We couldn't keep it down!
Lead the way!
Are you all right? I saw you two fighting. I know nothing about violence, otherwise I could have helped.
I'm fine. What about the evidence?
I know nothing about violence,
I'm
she
sorry.
says.
What happened?
I was running as fast as I could, but I tripped and fell along the way. I fell on the remains, and it broke into pieces. I don't...
Oh, it's broken. No matter. I have an old friend with quite impressive skills. The remains could be pulverized for all I care. She'll get something useful out of it.
What? Oh, I mean, that's wonderful. So does that mean we should go to her right away?
Of course. Let's not waste time. We should set off immediately. The lady disguised as the interview candidate. Why?
What a coincidence, Detective. We meet again. You two seem to have undergone quite an adventure.
And why are you here, of all places?
It pleased me to see you fight the Navy man, and your form in combat was most admirable. But alas, I'm a lady who keeps her word. I broke a few furry little boys out of their cells as a distraction. Nicely done, no?
You're helping me? Why?
Because you're most pleasing to the eye. And upholding contractual terms is a rule in our profession.
This lady's so annoying.
Contractual terms? Whose deal are you trying to honor?
Well, a client's info is supposed to be confidential. If we could get information by simply asking questions, why would we need detectives? Or detective assistants?
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
When that happens, and if you're interested in a partnership with me, don't forget to pay me a visit.
How odd. Master Detective, we should pick up the pace and get the remains examined.
I have no idea. She's weird.
If memory serves, the clinic is at the intersection not too far away.
Dayfair Way is along that direction. People call it the Forgotten District.
I suppose physicians find no fault with that. The place will be away from noise and clamour. Let's cut to the chase before you are silent.
Let's keep those brats in check and then...
Explosion? There's no
Let's keep those brats in check and then we'll get to have our vacation in peace.
explosion.
Not everyone's like you, my dear patron. I'm more of a supporting role, you know? Like when strong liquor needs a splash of water. Even big brains need a bit of street smarts. $70-30. Your way.
As I suspected. Distraction.
Hello, Macaron. Good morning.
Catch your breath. Oh, miss. That was a bluff. Sorry, duty calls. You owe me a cocktail shaker. Behave yourself, will ya?
I'll take care of this.
I knew the game before you knew how to walk! You full folly!
Timing is everything.
breath.
Yeah, I just got him randomly a little bit ago, but I'm really enjoying him so far. Just need to actually level him.
Okay, time for today's plans. Let's cut to the chase before.
Let's keep those.
Explode?
Not everyone's like you, my dear patron. I'm more of a supporting role, you know? Like when strong liquor needs a splash of water. Even big brains need a bit of street smarts.
Explode?
Let's keep them.
Let's cut to the chase before you are silenced for good.
We go to the clinic. The chest.
Whose hid this here?
What?
Still trying to disturb the peace.
Now it's my turn.
I really like the exploration so far, and I like the exploration camera. What I don't like is the combat camera. It can go kinda nuts sometimes.
This is it, the corner clinic. My old friend runs this establishment.
We're running forensics at a clinic. I thought they were for those needing a physician.
And my good friend is indeed a physician. Anatomy is her specialty. She's also incredibly well read and knows how to make the dead talk.
Will she help?
We've known each other since we were children and our friendship runs deep. She never fails to help me whenever Before I forget, I can also ask her to replace your bandages and dressing.
Oh dear. That's very kind of you, Master Detective, but I can take care of this minor inconvenience on my own. I tend to become quite anxious at clinics. Visiting a physician gives me a rather uncomfortable vibe. I'm afraid I must take my leave. Good luck with your friend. I shall await you at the office.
She doesn't like visiting doctors. The place seems well cleaned and smells of disinfectants. Friend runs the clinic. I'll get thrown out if I show up empty-handed. Better prepare a small gift for her.
Okay then. This is CBT1. There is already a CBT2 confirmed. The difference is basically the CBT1 is almost like an alpha. It's when the game is clearly not finished. And CBT2 is when the developers are already confident that the game is finished and basically ready to launch. It's not always that we get CBT1 and CBT2. Usually most games have only one closed beta test. But recently, games that are more complex and more expensive in its development cycle, like Enfield and now Silver Palace, they both have two closed betas. I wish it would reconnect. Let me close it and open again. No, I was waiting for the game to connect.
This is it. The corner clinic.
We're running forensics at a clinic.
Again?
She doesn't like visiting doctors. Why is that? Well, the important thing right now is to get information out of the remains. Time to enter the clinic. The place seems well cleaned and smells of disinfectants. An old friend runs the clinic. I'll get thrown out if I show up empty-handed.
Don't touch anything. You better find yourself a seat.
Sorry, I can't hear you clearly.
Sit.
Ship?
I said don't touch my things and find yourself a seat. 3 long years. You finally found your way back.
I'm working on a case, and I know you're good at dissecting corpses for forensics. I hope you can run your observations on a peculiar specimen of mine and tell me what it's all about.
Incredible way to greet someone after disappearing for 3 years. Didn't expect the first line to be, I'm working on a case. I'm actually curious now. Do you still remember my name?
Sweet Doc Furtho, please help investigate these remains for me.
Playing coy won't work with me. Your first line should be, it's been quite a while, Furtho.
This case is important. I need your help to examine these remains.
Not a chance. Who do you think I am? You ghost me for 3 years, then you turn up with a corpse and ask me to run forensics. You didn't even bother with a proper greeting.
Oh. Well, how are you faring these days?
Someone stole my cargo.
Yes?
A mob of gangsters stole my cargo. Retrieve the goods, and I might consider working on the body you brought in.
What sort of cargo is it?
You owe me an answer. Yes or no?
Certainly. I'll go look for it.
The gangsters usually loiter around the Day Fairway intersection. Look around the place for clues of their activities.
Intersection?
City gangs grew in size these past years. Be careful. Don't let them bring you to my place in a body bag.
Don't worry. I can still handle a few hooligans. According to Furtho, traces of gang activities can be found at the intersection.
Intersection. Oh, the other side.
What's she doing?
Someone jacked the cargo from the doctor at the corner clinic. You seen any signs of it?
The corner clinic?
Now that's odd.
What's your business?
Dr. Furtho misses her cargo. Heard anything about that?
Furtho? No, please, don't take me in.
Their reactions are rather unexpected. There's another gangster over there.
Why are you looking at me funny?
A doctor's cargo hat.
Doctor? No! No!
What?
Furtho seems to have garnered quite a reputation. I'll follow this one to locate the gang's gathering place.
What the hell do you want?
Cargo from the corner clinic. Did your boys take it?
Wait, that bird-beak coroner hired you?
Maybe. And so what?
Keep steady, lads. We have the numbers. Pile on this lousy lout.
It's all in vain. Reset the board.
At your service, patron. Sorry, duty calls. Oh, miss. That was a bluff.
We surrender. The cargo's yours. Just take it and leave us.
Got a question for you.
If you pay
You
attention
stole
to
Furtho's
her
cargo, yet you're so
ultimate,
afraid of her. Why?
she can actually slow
Furtho
down
the coroner.
time.
She visits this place every night and nabs one of us for a human experiment. Everyone who came back was a screaming wreck. Their nightmares wouldn't end. I run a respectful organisation and serve as a proud representative of these parts. Now we know we stepped on the wrong toes. We'll never touch her property again.
Human experiments. Regardless, I have the cargo. Time to ask Furtho to help me examine the remains. Excellent.
What?
Who's hid this here?
Okay, now what's this box for? Oh, it's probably for here. Okay.
back so soon. Now that's efficient.
I see everything. Bertho built this table herself. It's specifically designed for autopsies. She's extremely passionate about her field of expertise. I have the things you want.
Excellent. Haven't lost your touch, it seems.
So, can we start examining the remains? Alright, let me start over. Bertho, for the sake of our friendship, do me a favour and examine the remains for me.
Of course, now you're finally learning how to behave. Come, I've already performed the forensics on the remains.
Already? I knew you'd help.
The conditions of this corpse you brought in are simply terrible. It's not even intact. First things first, the remains are severely carbonized, with some bones showing signs of calcination. It's almost impossible to identify the victim.
Can you identify the victim's gender?
From the pelvic measurements, the victim is male.
How old is he?
From the pubic symphysis, the victim is at least 30 years old. I found something that might interest you. The cause of death.
We found obvious signs of arson at the crime scene. I suppose you found something else about how he died.
From the remains, it's difficult to determine the exact cause of death. However, no carbon particles have been found in the victim's respiratory tract. There are also no signs of contortion of the limbs. This means that the deceased had no signs of life when the fire started.
You're telling me that he was already a corpse before he was burned?
Correct. So to wrap it all up, the deceased was around 30. Though we do not know how he died, burning is definitely not on the list.
A man in his 30s. The gender is right, but Grimm is younger than that. And it wasn't the fire that killed them.
Don't worry, my conclusion should be watertight. Unless the Royal Academy and the centuries of knowledge it accrued have all been mistaken.
I have faith in your judgment.
By the way, I found a strange gooey substance on the remains. It contains no human tissue, so I know it's not human in origin.
A gooey substance with no human tissue? I found something similar at the crime scene.
It needs to be identified with a professional laboratory bench. Unfortunately, this humble clinic...
I remember Alf cleaning out the lab bench in the detective's office. Thank you. I have something that should work at my office. I'll head there now.
Hold on. Take this.
What is this?
It's in the... I concocted this particular blend for you.
Did I ever mention about my nightmares?
I'm a doctor. There are things that I can see without the patient telling me. The pallor of your face is obvious enough.
Much appreciated, then. By the way, the gangsters told me that you were experimenting on them. What exactly is going on?
Human experiments? I don't have time for running those. Many of them were ridden with skin rashes, infected by a highly contagious strain of varicella. And I happen to be working on a new form of medicinal treatment with the Academy. A preparation of an attenuated form of the source pathogen. It will help the user avoid further infections. Unfortunately, the only route of administration is via subcutaneous injection. Hence, I had to get hold of a few, restrain them to the bed, and inject them. The good news is that the recent batch proved its worth with an 80% success rate. The spread of the disease has been contained.
Oh, is that so? They do not understand the treatment methods you employ. Such actions may cause them to fear you.
Why fear me? I'm the one helping them avoid the infectious rash. But you just reminded me how convenient it was to find them. I have some new medicines, and I do intend to invite them over to run a few human subject clinical trials.
I invite
And they
over.
happen to be a most agreeable lot. You will succeed. Now, if I may, I'm taking my leave for my office. The results of the forensics contradict the witness testimonies. If the witness did not lie, then there is only one possibility. I should use my lab bench to verify my hypothesis.
I love Ferto already.
Medicine that should be kept away from the patients. This would be Furtho's secret stash.
Okay, we got her.
Life has not been kind to me. Death, on the other hand, has been a truer friend.
Why is she shy? Because of leveling up.
I have many means to settle them down.
Master Detective! Master Detective, I finally found you! I tried visiting Chief Inspector Lauren, but he wasn't at the constabulary. So I went to the detective's office to look for you, but you weren't there either.
Looking for me? Tell me, what's happening?
There's someone I know. His name is Grimm. He's a journalist around my age. Brown cap, straw-colored hair, short. A well-connected person told me that we got another murder in the city. The victim happens to be Grimm.
Well...
It's alright. I'm mentally prepared for this. That's how things end for many street kids. But there's one thing I really care about. Just yesterday, Grimm secretly told me that he was investigating a super important case on his own. He even found the key evidence.
Key evidence?
He didn't tell me what it was. But just yet, he hid it in the safest and most unthinkable places. Master Detective, this is all I know. I hope this tidbit can help you out. If you find the truth, please get it published in the papers.
Grimm's on a criminal case. Now that's an unexpected finding. But this also proves my approach to be correct. I just need one more piece of the puzzle.
Okay, I need to find one of those boxes.
Time to observe and diagnose.
I think, yeah, it's there.
Remember to disinfect them.
Good night, Nora.
Still trying to disturb the peace. Want some more, do ya? Youthful folly!
I'm taking over. Prepare for surgery. Back down, all of you. I'll take care of this. Nevermore.
Yeah, okay, this flight system is really bad.
didn't expect him to launch a sudden brutish strike from the left.
What?
But the detective predicted that and parried it.